इन्फिनिटी क्लास में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम ये जो इन फंक्शनों का डोमेन एंड रेंज निकालेंगे कि हाउ टू फाइंड द डोमेन एंड रेंज ऑफ ए फंक्शन। फर्स्ट वन, f of x is equal to 1 upon square root 25 minus x square. For domain, we find those value of x for which fx is finite and real, which forms a domain of f. Now here f of x is real and finite if 25 minus x square is greater than 0. Greater than 0, if this is negative, so it comes imaginary, so it is non-real. This is not equal to 0 because 1 upon 0 it is infinity. To take finite, we have to take 25 minus x square greater than 0. That means minus x square is greater than minus 25. If we cancel out minus, then inequality changes to this can between 5 square. X square is less than 5 square, means mod of x is less than 5, because x square is less than a square means mod of x is less than a. If mod of x is less than a, that means x lies between minus a to plus a. That means x lies between minus 5 to plus 5. So domain of this function is open interval minus 5 plus 5. For range, let y is equal to 1 upon 25 minus x square root. Clearly y is greater than 0 because here is positive sign square root. Squaring both sides, cross multiply, x square y square is equal to 25y minus square minus 1. X square is equal to 25y square minus 1 upon y square. So 25y square minus 1 upon y square is greater than 0 because x square is always greater than 0. Implies 25y square minus 1 is greater than 0 because y square is positive. 25y square is greater than or equal to 1. That means y square is greater than or equal to 1 by 5 square. Implies mod y is greater than 1 by 5 because x square is greater than a square means mod of x is greater than a. That means x belongs to minus infinity to minus a union a to infinity. So by this we get y belongs to minus infinity to minus 1 by 5 union 1 by 5 to infinity. But y is greater than 0 implies y belongs to 1 by 5 to infinity, because intersection of this and this implies y belongs to 0 to infinity. Intersection of this set and this set becomes this, implies range of f is equal to close bracket 1 by 5 to infinity. This is the range of the function. Now the second question. F of x is equal to square root mod of x minus x. Solution for domain, first we recall that mod of x is maximum of x and minus x. Maximum of x and minus x means a mod of x is greater than or equal to x and mod of x is greater than or equal to minus of x. This implies mod of x minus x is greater than 0. For domain fx is real and positive, real and finite, sorry, if mod of x, quantity inside the square root is greater than or equal to 0. If mod of x is greater than or equal to x, which is true for all x belongs to real. So domain is set of reals minus infinity to infinity. For range, let y is equal to square root of implies y square is equal to and y is greater than 0 because this is positive of square root. Mod of x minus x is greater than 0, that means y square is greater than or equal to 0 and y greater than 0, implies y belongs to R and y belongs to 0 to infinity, or it may be 0 because if x mod 3 minus 3 0 be, it may be 0, implies y belongs to intersection of minus infinity to infinity and 0 to infinity. This is 0 to infinity. So range is zero to infinity. So this is the range and the domain of this function. Number 2. Number 3. F of x is equal to x minus 1 upon x minus 1. Clearly this is real for every x, but this is finite. Fx is real and finite if x minus 1 is not equal to 0, that means x is not equal to 1. So this is this gives values for all x except x is equal to 1, implies domain of f is set of reals minus 1. For range, two case arises. Here x is not equal to 1 and x can take any value, any real number. So two case arises. Case 1, if x is less than 1. Second case, if x is more than 1. If x is less than 1, then x minus 1 is less than 0. X minus 1 less than 0, that means mod of x minus 1 is minus of x minus 1, because recall that mod of x is x if x is greater than 0 minus x if x is less than 0. Here x minus 1 is less than 0, so its mod absolute value is minus times inside, implies f of x is equal to x minus 1 upon x minus 1, minus times. So value of fx means y is minus 1. When x is less than 1, the value of y is equal to minus 1. Case 2, if x is greater than 1, that means x minus 1 is greater than 0. So by definition, if inside quantity is positive, so mod value is the same as element inside, implies y is equal to x minus 1 mod की जगह पे आएगा x minus 1, so this cancel out, so we get y is 1. When x is greater than 1, then value of y is 1. When x is greater than 1, it is either 2, 3, 4, y comes out to be 1, and y is minus 1 when x is less than 1. Less than 1 means it may be 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 1.5, then it is minus 1. So range of y is, range of f is, it contains only 2 points, minus 1 and plus 1. This is a range containing only 2 points, minus 1 and plus 1. Number 4, f of x is equal to 1 plus 3 cos 2x. For domain, first we recall cos x is defined for all x belongs to real. Either this x is in a degree or a radian, its value is finite and real. Similarly, also if angle gets 2x, this is also defined for all x belongs to real. And note that answer of cos x lies between minus 1 to plus 1 for all x belongs to real. The domain of cos x is set of real and range lies between minus 1 to plus 1. Also, if angle is cos 2x, then again its value lies between minus 1 to plus 1. Either angle is x, 2x, x by 2, 3x, its always value lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Keeping in this mind clearly, f of x is real and finite for all x belongs to R because it contains cos 2x. This is real and finite for all. So we get fx is real and finite for all, implies domain of f is a set of reals, means minus infinity to plus infinity. For range, this recall that it lie cos value of cos x always lie between minus 1 and plus 1. Either angle is x or 2x or x by 2, 3x. For range, since we know that value of cos 2x is always lying between minus 1 to plus 1 for all x belongs to set of reals, implies multiply by 3 both sides. 3 cos 2x is less than or equal to 3. Add 1 both sides. That means minus 2 to, let it be y. So range of this function is equal to minus 2 closed, because here is equal and here is equal 4 closed. So range of this function is minus 2 to 4. So this is the answer of these 4 questions. We get the domain and range of each function here. I think you understand this. So okay, we will meet next time. Stay tuned for Infinity classes.